Good evening, guys. I have discussion B for you. Now, with this one, we're discussing conflicts with with siblings over parents' final days. Okay, so here we go. Below is a clear, grounded explanation of the text based primarily on the surrounding page content from the senior guide article you opened. Okay, what the text is introducing. The line conflicts over their parents' final days. Amy Dixon, September 20 or September 5th, 20 something. Header for an Ask Amy advice column. It signals that the column will explore family conflict during the final stage of a parent's life, specifically how siblings struggle to communicate and cope when facing end of life decisions. The surrounding page content shows that this particular column features a letter from a woman signing herself upset sister. She and her siblings are navigating their parents' last days while holding very different beliefs about prognosis, hope, and what compassionate care looks like. What the column is about based on the page. The article describes the situation both parents are elderly and hospitalized in the same room. The father is clearly dying. The oldest sister, who lives nearby, is managing everything. She tells the family the situation is dire, but also insists he can recover. The letter writer, who has already lost a spouse, recognizes the signs of the dying process. The conflict. The letter writer gently suggests learning about palliative care and hospice. The sister reflects, the sister reacts defensively and cites healing prayers from a priest. The letter writer wonders whether she should stop offering input and simply thank her sister for updates. Amy Dixon's guidance. Amy's advice, as shown on the page, emphasizes recognizing the enormous emotional burden on the sister at the bedside, understanding that the healing prayers may be more about comforting the sister than literally expecting recovery. Sharing thoughts respectfully, but deferring to the personal physically the person physically present with the parents, asking how to be most helpful, traveling to be with them if possible, to support both parents and the sibling, caregiving sibling, what the headline signals in context. The heading frames the column as part of a broader theme. The emotional strain of end of life caregiving. How siblings differ, how siblings different coping styles can clash. The tension between hope, denial, and acceptance. The need for compassion, presence, and realistic understanding of dying. It sets up a story about how families struggle not just with loss, but with each other when a parent is nearing the end of life. If you'd like, I can help you turn this into a podcast segment, a caregiver support script, or a myth busting explainer about what really happens in the final days of life. Below is a clear explanation of that line based primarily on the surrounding page content from your article you have open. This what the text is doing. The phrase everyone should know how to prepare for the death of a parent serves as the article's central message and framing statement. It introduces a guide from Lower Cape Fear Life Care that walks readers through the emotional, practical, and logistical steps involved when a parent is nearing the end of life. The surrounding page content makes it clear that the article is not sensational or abstract. It's a compassionate, practical roadmap meant to help families face inevitable and deeply painful transition with more clarity and less fear. What the surrounding content really means. Preparing emotionally. The page emphasizes that losing a parent is an unspeakable level of grief, and that preparation helps soften the shock. It encourages saying important things while they're still here or still time, resolving misunderstandings, sharing memories, preserving stories, recipes, and family history. These actions help prevent future regret and strengthen connection in the final chapter. Number 2, preparing socially. The article stresses the importance of building a support network, friends, relatives, community members who can help with meals, errands, or emotional presence. Many people want help but need guidance on how. Preparing practically. The surrounding content lays out a detailed checklist of practical tasks that families often avoid until it's too late. Understanding funeral preferences, locating important documents, knowing who the executor is, gathering wills, trust deeds, titles, and insurance information, clarifying healthcare wishes through advance directives or a healthcare power of attorney. The article frames these steps as acts of love that reduce stress for both the parent and family. Preparing for grief. The page also explains that even while a parent is still in hospice, families benefit from learning about the grieving process and healthy coping strategies. Lower Cape Fear Life Care highlights its interdisciplinary support, chaplains, social workers, volunteers to help families navigate the emotional terrain. What the headline signals in context. Taken together, the surrounding content shows that the headline is not just a statement, it's a call to action. Death is inevitable Unpreparedness is optional. Preparation reduces suffering. Families cope better when they talk, plan, and gather support early. Practical tasks are part of emotional care. The article positions preparation as a universal responsibility because every family will face this moment, and thoughtful planning can transform chaos into clarity and compassion. Okay, if you'd like, I can help turn this into a podcast segment, a caregiver toolkit module, or a myth busting explainer about what preparation really looks like in diverse communities. Okay, guys, so that is your B for tonight. I will be on tomorrow for shows. For now, Gator Wellness, take care, folks.